Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. Pretty strong turnaround today. The market started off pretty robust, I think, sort of following Wall Street, and then I think the nerves came in a little bit. I'm hoping that this is support around this sort of 5,600 level. Possibly that is short-term support. We'll see. Obviously, a lot will depend on the Dow tonight. However, I think if the Dow keeps on getting ugly, um, then we could get even lower around that sort of 5,441 level. Obviously, however, the jury's still out there. The Dow futures are slightly down the last time I looked, and obviously, I think like we said before, this market is just going to be moving. I think over the next 3 or 4 weeks on every single Trump Twitter and whatever Trump talks about next. So, um, looking at our stocks, actually, they're really actually doing pretty well. The trending stocks, obviously, ALU we put on the other day, sort of on a pretty negative market, bounced up absolutely beautifully. So did Webjet hold up really well. Looks absolutely fine. Good to see the gold stocks moving, and gold was up just under about just around $2,218 an ounce in trade earlier today, and it's starting to look pretty good. And good to see Hansen Group obviously fighting a sort of pretty tough day and looking actually really quite bullish. Um, all in all, I'm actually pretty happy with what we're trending. We're sort of, it's a tough market at the moment, but generally speaking, we're trending the sort of cream of the market, so to speak. Um, I think there were some interesting announcements came out today. Suddenly, Moy was one of those. It's one of our sort of 3-year, our 10 bagger stocks. It's a really good little gold play. They had some great new gold drill results coming out, and again, I think Moy just goes from strength to strength, and hopefully, and looks like it's going to be trending up very nicely. As does CIA. This is one of ours, just one we talked about again. I think we're talking about this one is about 45 cents. It's nearly doubled since then. This is this very, very, very exciting iron ore producer in Canada, which Cliffs bought this project originally for $4.2 billion, and I think even now the market cap's around that sort of 400 million. Potentially, this could obviously do a lot more, but it's certainly that chart looks, if anything, pretty impressive. Um, and obviously Eden Energy, Eden's, that long-term chart of Eden Energy, although it's sort of since it had that really big sort of move up from when we put it on. I think we put this on originally at 4 cents. We got everyone in it again at just under 10 cents, and now it looks absolutely fantastic. I think that breakout is really bullish. And those of you who don't know Eden Energy, it's obviously got this new concrete, twice as strong, half the price to produce, and obviously they're building a factory at the moment in the States. And certainly with Trump's infrastructure push, this stock could obviously go a lot higher. But certainly that chart looks absolutely fantastic. You can see from a long-term chart, it's hardly ever broken even a shorter-term 20-day moving average. And again, this price action we saw today is absolutely superb. Just while I'm on Eden Energy, there is another company called, and the code is Tasman Resources. And again, obviously they had a big move today. The reason being, this company owned about half of Eden Energy. However, on a sort of like-to-like basis, it's pretty cheap, because if you actually were going to value this stock at the same market cap, what their actual shares are worth in Eden Energy, this stock should be trading over 35 cents a share. So there's a lot of value in this little Tasman Resources, and maybe one day, if there ever was a takeover offer of Eden Energy, certainly Tasman would be a fantastic way to play the story. Again, very, very exciting company. What I thought I'd quite quickly do, obviously we put them on the weekend, just to have a look what we did. Again, those sort of classic weekly buy signals, although haven't zoomed up, they certainly haven't gone down in a pretty weak market today. And Webjet certainly starting to ended up the day slightly up and starting to do what the chart says she should do. Looks like it looks quite bullish. And again, DDR on the day the market was down sort of 0.7 It looks very, very good and held up pretty well. So both those sort of classic weekly buy signals, that's actually all we could find on the weekend. We searched high and low. There wasn't much around, but those two stocks certainly did have some pretty decent classic weekly buy signals. And again, today the market's been pretty bearish, down 0.77%. The bullish stocks have done well, and obviously the standout there was obviously DTL, has kept on a nice move upwards. You can have a look at that chart. It had a buy signal the other week. And ALU, we've got this on as a trend at the moment, and looks even better. And certainly, if this stock can sort of get anywhere, break over sort of that $8, I think this could obviously go a lot higher. It's looking very, very good. And again, good to see obviously ORI looking pretty strong. PME, Promedicus, again, I think this was up a lot further at one stage in the day, but again, I think that's looking very, very bullish as well. So generally speaking, those sort of bullish stories are outperforming the market again, which is a great effort. And obviously the stories that we said sell or bearish have been pretty bad today. So we had a lot of stories with classic, what we call classic sell signals, and one of those was obviously Star Entertainment, and this looks absolutely really, really ugly at the moment. And again, we've actually all normally liked this story, but we are hearing that there are issues there at Star, and I think certainly you can see it in the charts, and I think this looks like it's going to go further down. Maybe that 450 will add support, but this chart is certainly starting to look very, very ugly. And if I was in SGR, I think I'd be getting out of it. And as some of these sort of sell signals, NVT down 2.25% today. You know what is really interesting, and certainly you can see it a lot in these. A lot of property companies got classic sell signals on there, like Goodman Group, GPT. Some of the ones that look really bearish, like SCG. These stocks look incredibly bearish. A lot of these property stocks actually look like a real worry at the moment. So the SCP as well, they look really bearish. So I think there's certainly a sign there to be careful if you're in any of these sort of property related stocks, because potentially they look like they're going to go down a lot more. And again, look how important these bearish signs are. We're saying stay away from VRL. Had a really ugly day. Had a sort of bit of a sell signal, bang, down sort of 9.44%. So again, these sort of bearish warnings are continuing to give fantastic short-term advice. And again, I think these banks have got further to go. They're looking certainly. I think they look like, to me now, they're going to go down, retest these sort of longer-term moving averages. Certainly for me, Westpac looks like it's got further to go down. So does NAB. So does ANZ. So I think these banks are looking really a little bit bearish, and so I think if you're thinking of buying them or getting back into them, I would certainly be waiting. Anyway, that's all I've got to talk about tonight on Equity Story. I hope you've had a good weekend, and looking forward to another exciting week of trading, and I look forward to bringing you this report tomorrow night. Good night.